Hello, everyone. Okay, so we're doing the month. The month starts on Sunday the 7th at 5:22 p.m. And when it starts, you do need to change your coins and bells, and then you'll know actually what is going on. Okay. Hi, Leah. Hi, Carol. Okay, so the southeast is where you move your bells to, and the north is where you move your coins to. So that's those two things. Then what the day it starts on, the Sunday when it starts, is a group of students are graduating. So it's a good day. Hi, Jen. Okay, so the day it actually starts, the day is elementally, the day is Yang Metul on a horse, and then it moves into Yingwood. Sorry, the day starts on the 7th. On the 7th. I got that one wrong. I know I typed it up yesterday. So the 7th. Okay. Yeah, the day that it actually starts is wood. The wood sits on a snake. Now remember, the snake and the pig of the year do not get along. So the month is actually going to start with a bang. The bang is water and fire. So water and fire and fire both circulation. Water and fire is water as in water on the water, and fire is up in the air. So there will be, because they're both travel stars, there can be disasters that are actually water on the water, boat, ship, that kind of thing, and fire as in planes or the sky or something happening with planets, etc. So that's how it's going to start. The month goes from horse to a goat at 5:22 p.m. So the energy will change during the day, not while you're asleep like previous, etc., but it's going to change during the day. While you're making dinner or whatever. 5:22, everyone's pretty busy. Traffic is full on at that time, so be extra careful. Okay. Keep in mind also that with the goat is very creative. So what are you breathing this month is you are breathing creativeness. You're breathing enormous workload, basically, because the goat will go where it's got to go. The goat is a spiritual, not materialistic thing, and at the same time they're always climbing as high as possible. Okay, so that's what the goat does. Very sensitive nature. It does stress, but that's what makes it vulnerable and delicate at the same time. A goat is very stylish, it's graceful, it's unassuming. Okay, so that's a goat on its own. But when you put the goat with the metal, that is what the month is, the metal on top, it then has strong emotions. So the metal is like the judge and the jury. They do not reveal their inner self. They're easily hurt. A metal goat is demanding, and they want attention at the same time. Okay, so with the yin metal on top, at the same time, the yin metal on top harmonizes with the yang fire. So hi, Kaz. So if you have yang fire in the chart, this yin metal this month on the top, it's harmonizing. And when it harmonizes, it makes more water. Water is about communicating, and check what water is for you elementally as an aspect, and see what is this month about. It adds another level. So you know it's metal, you know it's earth. Now, if you have that yang fire, it makes more water for you. The metal, on the other hand, also challenges, and it's clashing, and it clashes with the yin wood. So the yin wood is also meaning injuries. More injuries this month, once Sunday comes along, is the neck and spine issues. Okay, so that is also, when we have months like this, that metal with the wood type of thing, or whoever is wood elementally, it's better for cutting, as in surgeries, etc. So if you've got to schedule it, that's when you schedule it. The metal on top is the lungs and the buttocks. And so that's what the issues will be as well. It's about breathing. And then the goat on the bottom is the stomach and the back. So you've got the clash also with the neck, spine. So there are a lot of issues on, or there will be a lot of things talked about, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's wherever, can you lay flat, can you lay on your side, those sorts of little things that affect your back, and then stomach as well. So stomach, you already know the year is about that little bit of earth as well, that and it's about what you are putting in at the same time, what you are eating, basically. The goat also clashes or is challenged. Firstly, the goat and the horse have a harmony. So that harmony, the two of them together, so if you have a horse, that goat this month, when Sunday begins, makes more fire for you if you already have a horse. So you were challenged in June until Sunday, but after that, there's a harmony. So that harmony makes more fire. Check what fire is for you, and then that's how you know which way you're going to go. Okay, so the goat is challenged by the ox, and the ox appears on the 15th, the 27th, and the 8th of August, because the 8th is when August comes in, and one comes in, one goes out. But on that day, it is an ox. So that ox makes more earth. So that goat and that ox, they are both earth elements. So the goat is the end of fire and the ox is the end of water. They are both about endings. Endings that, things are finished off. What is your fire? What is your water? And that's what you're going to finish off. Again, look at what water is for you, what fire is for you. And that's on those particular days, 15, 27, and the 8th of August. So 15, 27th of July, and then the 8th of August. Hi, Dorinka. And also at the same time, they have nothing in common, the ox and the goat. It's very hard for them to understand each other, basically, as two animals. They have different methods. The goat is private, it's peaceful, it's kind-hearted, it's lenient, whereas the ox is dominant, dominating, he's unsympathetic, he's disciplining enforcer, this is how it's done, from sun up to sunrise, you work your ass off, that kind of thing. The goat is like, let's go up here and let's go up here, that kind of thing. Hi, Bianca. So that's how that works. The two of them are in a challenge. It also means that on those particular days, the 15th and the 27th of July, and then the 8th of August, when that ox does come along, it means not just about endings, but there are earth problems on those days in particular. So earth problems with fire, earth problems with water, and that's what it actually means. So both the endings, and they're both earth elementally, which means it's very dry. When the earth is that dry, it actually moves, which kind of also, all this rain that we have had, it's going to make it move anyway, but this adds another level. So on those particular days, the 15th, the 27th of July, and then the 8th of August, don't go climbing, don't go walking in a desert, don't go mountain climbing, even if you're walking, extra care while you're walking, all right, because it is on the earth. You could be doing anything on this earth in that sense. The goat also of this month harmonizes, and it harmonizes with the year. The year is the pig, and it harmonizes with a rabbit. And so, hi Judy. So if you have a rabbit, the goat is already here and the pig is already here once Sunday comes along. And those three make wood. It's like the goat is the catalyst, so is the rabbit, and so is the pig. The goat is a little bit more to add to that, and the goat is like, I love. So that is what you're breathing, what those energies are. And so every day, because the goat is already here, so every day from 5 to 7 a.m. and every day from 9 to 11 p.m., there's harmony with this month, okay? And it makes more wood in those two times, okay? And that wood for metal people this month is money. So the other thing is when these three get together, the pig, the rabbit, and the goat, when they get together, it also makes intuition at a height. You know, a tree grows from the bottom up, so it's built up. It makes things happen. Whether you want them or not, they are going to happen. It's very creative. Again, wood is very creative. Wood is kindness at the same time. It's artistic as well, and it's very harmonious. Think of that wood as a tree. A bird needs to have a nest, and it's like, oh, grow another. Here's another branch, and another, and another, and another, and it goes on. Okay. They are, as I said, they're about finishing things off, things that are relating to fire and things that are relating to water. You've got to choose or look at that. The challenging hour in July is 1 to 3 a.m. I think I posted 1 to 3 p.m. if I'm reading this right. Well, it's 1 to 3 a.m. Hi, Leon. So in July, 1 to 3 a.m. is a challenging time for the month. So if things are going to happen, they're going to happen while everybody is asleep. Okay, 1 to 3 a.m. For you personally, you've got to look at what element you are, and this is how it works. So the wood people, for wood people elementally, the month is about money. That's what the earth is for you. And on top is the metal. So the metal is like your power element, but it's also pressure at the same time. And so keep this in mind though. With pressure, wood needs the discipline. It needs the pruning. So that's the pressure, and it fruits and flowers better. But at the same time, this pressure can also be that you get a position that is above where you are, and that's where then the pressure comes from. And that pressure is on your money. So pressure and money means position for this money, because we call it a storage. So it's good money in that way. For water people, the metal is your learning, it's your thinking, it's your ideas. So whatever that is that you have, there's going to be some pressure putting that into use, because for water, the earth is what stops you flowing. But the metal, you think of that bowl, it contains you, and you get your ideas together, and you get whatever you're trying to do together, your thinking, your resources, your learning. You may change your study pattern. You may change whatever, you might have one subject to do and you add 3 subjects, and then you're under pressure to get this done. Your choice, okay? For metal people, it is metal on top, which means it's people like you, friends, family, colleagues, siblings, that sort of thing. But it's also about pushing your buttons at the same time, because earth by nature nourishes the metal, which means it's supporting you as well. So if you have some sort of idea or knowledge, etc., it can also be studied. You're changing that because you're changing it with other people like you. Then that can be not that you do it, or they may say, all right, to get to this, you need to do this, and that's how it is. But it is about your learning, it's your resources, it's your ideas. What are you thinking? This is how it is. For earth people, the earth, that is the goat, is people like you. So it means friends, family, colleagues, and you're going to worry about them. And so in this time, when you are worrying about them, you get that knot in the stomach. That's because by nature, earth are the natural warriors. So you have a knot in your stomach all the time. I'm not going to say don't worry about it, because I never do. Go ahead and worry about it and you'll get through the day. But the metal at the same time, suddenly, this earth that has always been to keep the peace, not this month. It's like blurts out, and it's when unexpected, because the goat will do it when no one is. It's just like straight off, and that's what will happen. Hi, pretty. So keep in mind that if you are the earth person, you're going to blurt it out. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. Otherwise, put it this way, if you don't blurt it out, you don't get it out, it's going to sit here and then manifest. Remember, it's the lungs as well. It's going to sit, manifest, and when it manifests, it's going to manifest into something, and it'll cause digestive problems, it'll cause more worry, and there's a domino effect. So you know what? Get it off your chest and deal with it. That's it. Fire people. The metal is your money, yet for this money, you really have to work hard. Working hard meaning you've got to do. It's your talents, it's your skills, and you can shine with this at the same time. So you could be actually shining as well. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Bianca explains so much. I'm already feeling this energy. Yes. The thing with this is the reason you are feeling it, pretty good point here. The reason you're feeling it is because for some people, not everybody, for some people, that horse of this month until Sunday, for some people, it has already brought the goat in because remember they're best friends, as I said a few minutes ago. They're best friends, so they come closer. Plus, for some people, I've said things like that's going to happen for next year when I'm doing a reading. It could have actually already come in because the horse this month brings in the year. So I will do a post about that because there's so much on social media, etc., which actually is already telling us that next year is already here for some people. It started in June. Okay, so you think about that for yourself. All right, what else have I got? Done that. All right, the metal of the month is a man for wood, women, yin or yang. Okay, and if you're looking, it's there. And the metal is also of the month is a woman for a fire man, elementally. All right. The earth is a man for a water woman, yin or yang, doesn't matter, elementally. And the earth is also a woman for a wood man. Okay. Again, it's up to you. You do need to go out. They're not going to come just knocking. Well, actually, I know I've said that, but some people have told me they've come knocking. So that's pretty good. Anyway, so that's the month elementally. I'm sure I haven't missed anything. No. All done. All right. So the other thing is I'm going to put out a challenge. I'm going to put out a challenge because there's something I wanted to talk about that I'll do a post on, and that's Netflix. Netflix is actually showing you already that the year has come in. Next year, 2020, which is not supposed to come in until February 4 or December this year, has already come in, and you can see it with what is coming out on Netflix. Yeah, I don't have a TV, but I know what's going on. Anyway, so I will talk about that as well, so you'll be aware of it at the same time. Any questions? No? Okay. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow for Netflix. I'm going to tell you about Netflix. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's what I wanted to put out a challenge. Yes, I forgot. All right. The challenge is there's it's When They See Us. It's something made on Netflix, and it's 4 episodes. I couldn't watch the first. I couldn't watch the second. I could only see a little bit of the third, and I'm going to go back and try and watch the 4th episode. Yeah, I was sulking. I know, don't do that, but it is unbelievable. So for those of you that haven't heard of it or anything like that, go watch it. It's just showing you, it is about the judge and the jury, and it's showing you what is already here that's supposed to be next year. Next year is already here for a lot of people. So up to you. All right. Enjoy. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night.